Hello.
Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome back. Nice to see you again, neighbor. Today we are cooking chicken marsala. It is delicious. It's made with marsala wine. So you're gonna love it. So anyway, got a bit of noise in the background. That's just some renovations we're doing in the basement. So anywho, I'll go over some of the ingredients. I have here a half a cup of marsala wine. I cut up, sliced up some mushrooms. You can use mini portobello or whatever mushrooms you prefer. You can buy them already sliced. We're not going to judge. We have some salt, pepper, a teaspoon of thyme, some chicken stock, or you could use vegetable stock if you have that. You can use bouillon cubes. If you don't have any of that, use a little bit of water, I guess, but some chicken stock or something. A few cloves of garlic, which I already peeled. And we're going to need some olive oil, some flour. I put some salt and pepper in the flour, okay? Okay, so I picked up 4 chicken breasts. There's several ways that you can do this, because we want to thin them out. Now you can butterfly it, which means like you want to almost cut it down so you can kind of get like a bigger piece. Cut it through the center, not all the way through. Put it, flatten it out like that. Grab yourself a mallet or something. If you don't have one of these, you can use a wine bottle. You can use a hammer. You could use a cast iron pan. Whatever you have. And give her a few whacks. So you can put something over the top. You can put it in a plastic bag, Ziploc bag, and if you want, you can cut these in two. If you didn't want these huge pieces, cut it in two. Make several pieces. Okay. So now we grab another one. These are kind of thick. So I might make this one into 2 actually, because this one's quite thick. You can buy chicken cutlets at the shop, or you can get the butcher to do it for you, or you can do it yourself. And I have salt and pepper in the flour as well that I'm going to put it in. Actually, I can cut that too. I don't want too huge of pieces there, so you can have huge pieces if you want. You can have smaller pieces. So we're going to dredge it in the flour mixture. After you're done, do not save the flour because you had raw chicken in it, okay? Just in case.
You could have a little brain fart.
Exactly. So you just kind of pat the flour in there. There we go. Make sure your pan's hot enough. Once it heats up, I'll turn it down a little bit though.
Yeah, I really like this dish.
Yeah, I know. I love the sauce. You can use that marsala wine. You're making turkey gravy. Oh my gosh. Like, talk about good when you add that. So you want to put a few minutes, oopsie daisy. You want to do a few minutes on each side. You want to get a really nice golden color before you flip it. So in a few minutes we'll check the underside of it. They'll cook pretty, not too slowly. They'll cook pretty quickly because we did thin them out, right? So you can, I would give it, it's probably going to be like 3 minutes, 3 minutes each side, because then we're going to take it out. We're going to cook up the mushrooms, cook up the sauce, then we're going to put the chicken back in to finish cooking. Okay? Hopefully the smoke detector doesn't go off. It's very sensitive. Yeah, and if you guys give this a try, put a comment below, like if you liked it, or if you did anything different, how you did it, how your family did it, what you made it with, like what did you have on the side. I like chatting with people, so yeah. But when we're making the sauce, we're also going to add like a tablespoon of margarine or butter, unsalted butter. So this is the name of the wine used in the sauce to make it's like a gravy and it's delicious. But this is the name of it. It doesn't have to be this brand. It doesn't have to, it can be sweet, it can be dry, but you can go to your local liquor store and ask them if you don't know where it is in there. Just say that you'd like to have for cooking. Tell me when you're set. Okay, so now that we have some nice color on our chicken, we are going to go on to the next step.
Okay, so the chicken isn't completely cooked?
No, it's going to finish in the sauce, yeah, you're right. You want the internal temperature to be around 165, okay? And then you know it's cooked, so.
That's when it's cooked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I cooked them probably about almost 4 minutes each side with the thickness that I had here. So now I'm going to remove them for now. Now we have some nice color and some nice flavor in the pan from the chicken. Now we are going to add, I put my chopped up garlic in with my thyme. Just give it a shake around, and I'm going to add that to the pan. So I threw my garlic in with the thyme. Okay. So I'm going to put that in there.
That where
in the pan? Yeah. I'm going to start sautéing just to wake up the. Oh no! I dropped my mushroom. There we go. Anyway, it's only 2 of them. So, it smells nice. Just to bloom the thyme, just to wake up the flavors in it. Now I'm just going to add my mushroom. And I turned it down to a medium-low because I want to cook the mushrooms a little bit slowly here. Saute them a bit before I start adding liquid to another couple of teaspoons or tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to put in a little bit pepper, salt. Yeah, you can use, sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, kosher salt, whatever. And in here I have like a cup of chicken stock. Okay? I'm not going to put it all in right at once. But I'm going to put it in. I'm going to reserve a bit for thickening it up and stuff in a few minutes. So I added about, I guess maybe about half a cup. And this is, I like the stuff, so it's half a cup. You could use 1/4 of a cup. It's got a lot of flavor. So anyway, we're going to add that. I'm going to weight my counter. Okay, when you add the wine to the pan, it's nice if your pan is kind of high. However, add it slowly or turn your gas off and add it. You don't want the alcohol to hit the flame. So now, what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit of butter. Well, it's margarine, but it's like a tablespoon of margarine. Let that melt in. Saute away. Simmer, I should say. Simmer away. So when that's melted, I turned it up for a minute here. This rest of this chicken stock, I'm going to add like a tablespoon of flour. Give it a really good shake. Get make sure you don't have any lumps. Now if you don't have a jar with a cover, put it in a bowl and get a whisk and really whisk it a lot so that you don't have any flour lumps in there. add back in our chicken.
So you need a pretty big pan. Huh?
Yeah, and you want to know what? If you don't have a big pan and you did your chicken in batches, you took it out and you put it on a plate or whatever, and then you did your mushrooms, get a casserole dish. I'll clean this one again because this chicken wasn't completely cooked before I put it in. So you can do this and back, but get a casserole dish or a lasagna pan. Put your chicken in it. Pour over your sauce and mushrooms. Preheat your oven to 350 and put it in there and let it finish cooking for probably 10 minutes or so, right? 10-20 minutes. You can check it, and then just check the temperature. Because actually, look, I'll actually do that. I'll do it right now. Okay? So, two things you can do: finish cooking in a pan if you have a large enough pan, or you cooked your chicken in batches. You put it in a lasagna pan or a casserole dish, and let's do that now.
What are you doing with the rest of the chicken stock?
I'm going to pour it over. Oh, I'm going to make some it thick with the flour, right, and pour it over the chicken in the casserole dish, and then.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh, that's not the casserole dish.
I am going to pour it over. I'm going to put it in the casserole dish and put it in the oven.
Alright.
Oh, so you mean like if we didn't have the pan? Okay.
I don't know, man.
No. We're allowed to figure this out. You can if you have a large enough pan, you can finish it in a pan, right?
Okay.
Right. If you don't have a large enough pan, you cooked your chicken in batches. You put it in a casserole dish or a lasagna pan or a foil pan or whatever you have. You preheat your oven to 350, so your chicken was cooked in batches. You made your sauce. You pour it in. Right? Move it around a little bit.
Well, already looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to thicken up a little bit in the oven. So we're going to finish cooking the chicken and thicken up the sauce in the oven, right? So we just pour that over there, as much or as little as you like. And when the sauce thickens up, basically your chicken's going to be done. So it won't take long at all. I'm just going to throw it in there. You can put foil wrap over the top if you want, or not. It won't be necessary because the chicken's basically almost cooked. Now we just want to thicken up the sauce and finish cooking the chicken the rest of the way. So yeah, good question, Case. Like if you didn't have a large enough pan, that's what you do. Okay? And we'll come back as soon as I tidy up and it's all done. I'll let you know how long we had it in there.
How long would it have been in the pan?
You probably would. You cook it probably for about another 10 minutes in the pan, just simmering away. You know, if you have a lid, you can put the lid on and just let it on a low simmer for like 10 minutes. But if you didn't, we'll do casserole dish in the oven.
And how long is that going to take?
I'm going to let you know. I'll check the chicken and let you know. Okay, so we put it in the casserole dish to finish cooking. Oven 350, and it's been in there for about 15 minutes. After about 6 minutes, it started to come to a nice little bubble in there, and we let it bubble away just like it would be if it was on the stovetop in the pan. So I'm just going to turn this off. I actually think I like the idea of putting it in the casserole dish, to be honest, because then you can take it out nice and hot. The casserole dish is, the pan that it's in is nice and hot and everything. So what we're going to serve that with today, we're having mashed potatoes and string beans.
And we're not going to show the potato cooking?
No, we don't have.
Alright.
Cool. You want to?
No, but like we can
recommend. I was just doing the
we could like recommend like types of potatoes or, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I like potatoes.
Garlic mashed potatoes if you want.
I like laying them on a pan like that and putting oil and cutting up the potatoes in like slices and then making like homemade kinds.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's what I do.
Yeah, in the comments below, like, what's your idea of sides that you would put with this? Would you put it with some pasta?
And pasta. I like chicken and pasta.
Yeah, that does taste delicious with a nice pasta.
Yeah.
You can put it with mashed potatoes. You can, like you said, Casey, when you make this and you put it in the casserole dish in the oven, you cut up potatoes and put it right in the sauce and cook it. You know, You can put you can put a nice salad on the side. So the options are endless. It's whatever you and your family like. Did you want to taste it, Casey?
I'm gonna wait for like the entire thing to be done. I think it's good.
You want to wait for the entire thing?
Well, like the potatoes and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. We could do it that way.
I don't think we need to do a taste. Do you want to do it?
Do you want? That's what I'm asking you. What do you think? Do you think that we need to do a taste test? I can cut a little sliver off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us in the comments below if we need to taste test everything.
Yeah.
Because it is kind of odd to like describe and.
Yeah. So yeah. Anywho, because we're not going to have our dinner just yet, I'm just going to take off a little piece because I'm going to save the plating and everything for my hubby and my boy there. So I'm just going to cut a piece off.
This looks like it's going to be the thumbnail probably.
Oh, you want to know what? This stuff is so delicious.
Yeah. Okay. I think we already got the thumbnail there. So.
Okay. So, anywho, yeah, and if sometimes I taste it on the video, and sometimes I don't. 'Cause sometimes I don't want to make a mess of it too.
Yeah, it's also like boiling hot right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Took a piece of mushroom.
Yep.
You should smell this house. It
Yeah, it
smells.
smells amazing right now. We just did the cake video.
Yeah, and then the thyme, you know, cooked in the oil with the garlic, and then putting all this Marsala wine and everything on it. It smells like a holiday in here.
Nice thing to come home to for sure. If you're making it for somebody or something.
I love it. You ever making, like I say, you're making a turkey gravy or anything like that, or chicken gravy? I'm telling you, pick up a bottle of that wine, throw it in the fridge, because when you're making it, put a little bit of that, a little bit of butter, a little bit of stock, some flour, and you got yourself an amazing gravy.
Yeah.
Amazing. So thank you all for coming, and yeah, we're gonna have mashed potatoes and green peas and stuff like that today. So I hope you're all well. I wish you all well, and click the subscribe button, please, and the notification bell. That way, you know, you want to watch a video, bing, it'll come up and say, hey, Jerry just did another video on cooking with neighbors. And someday, hopefully, we'll have some neighbors come in. But we're in quarantine and nobody's allowed over.
Yeah, that's a great time to start.
Yeah, a good time to start cooking with neighbors.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're all neighbors. The whole world, we're all neighbors. And we love you all. So take care.